Hello, a relatively short one from me. I should point out straight away that I've bitten the inside of my mouth, so I'm trying not to let my teeth rub on that. It kind of sounds like I've been to the dentist and I'm still suffering from the anaesthetic. We'll work with it, won't we? Yes, we will. Tell you what, I'm going to go in this lane. I'm testing a few camera angles out. I've switched a couple of cameras around, but I have purchased a GoPro mod thingamabob for the Hero 8, and I'm not impressed with it at all. Now I can see why it would be useful for people, but for what I want it for, especially myself, people on motorcycles, I think the usefulness of this is very limited. Very limited. I'll explain all this later on when I jump off the bike and I go through the whole process of it, but in order to use the mod, or the media mod, I would basically, like, every time I need to change the battery, I've got to take the entire thing apart and then reassemble it, or at least take it off the connection to the bike and then unscrew something, take it all apart, then reassemble it. It's not ideal. I'm hoping that at the very least it will give us some decent audio as I pull away and as we go through tunnels and that sort of stuff, but at the moment I think just the annoyance of how poorly designed this thing is in my eyes is enough for me to say, you know what, I got this one, it had already been used by someone else, so Amazon Warehouse was selling it for slightly cheaper, so I got it for about 15 quid cheaper, and I'm still not impressed. I will be getting my money back. 65 quid I've spent on that. Hopefully that sounds alright. I'll have to see how the audio from the actual Hero 8 would sound without the media mod on it. So I've had a little strap device thing that I was able to use on my ankle to get a really low shot on the right or left side of the bike. But since that one snapped, I've had to find other ways of creating that same angle, because Lord forbid GoPro don't sell these accessories separately. You have to buy it as part of a whole box bundle thingy-mabob, and I don't need it. I really do not need all that. I just want the strap and the little twisty mount thing so I can use that, but no. So I've basically fashioned, there's a few companies out there who will do accessories for GoPro. There's some that will do it where you sort of clip it onto a backpack. There's another one which is actually like a clamp. I have both of those, and basically I'm trying to use a silicone lined elastic strap. So that's going to go around my leg, and then this clamp or the clip-on thing is going to clamp or clip on to that silicone strap, and then the GoPro's attached to that, like I've done here. It's a bit of a weird setup, but it does work for the most part. I found that it can be slightly uncomfortable in several angles, but halfway up the leg here, with my jeans actually tugged down, it's interesting. Very interesting. Slightly dodgy corner, but at least there's no one else here and I can have a brief chat. So this one, that works alright. Bam, job done. You know I parked here because no one else is here, right? Piss off! Now let me take you through this bloody thing. Wow. So this is the case for it. Lovely bubbly. Turn it off. Sorted. So the idea was that was going to go on my helmet. I could plug the microphone directly to that rather than having this bloody great big brick on the end there. So that's all great, but if I want to change the battery, this is how you take it off. Big old clip there, pull that down, pull that up, and then simply slide the camera out. You can't. You have to undo that, which rubs against the casing, I found, and then take that actually off here, and then you can actually take the camera out. Pop you on there, don't go anywhere. Pop you on there, don't go anywhere. So I have to take that actually off, fold those flaps in, and then take the GoPro out. Now I can change the battery. Huzzah. Why not put that on the other side, so then the camera goes in like that, and then that is on the door, so you can sort of wiggle it in to that slot. I mean, it does make sense and it doesn't make sense. GoPro, innovation. Let's see it, or at least allow me to change the battery straight away. That's such a silly design. And like I said earlier, the only redeeming factor I can think of this is the microphone, which I've now got pointed backwards, which could pick up the lovely exhaust. But apart from that, yeah, I don't see the point in that for what I need it for. Now you can attach a light, you can attach an external microphone, you've already got one. Yeah, just see what happens with it. But for me, motovlogging wise, that is useless on the helmet. That is nigh useless just about anywhere else on the bike I want to put it, simply because I have to open this door, take everything out to replace the battery. Now, some of you probably, thank you, already thinking, why don't you just add an external battery to it? Okay, yeah, USB-C connection there, and there's a micro, I think it's a micro USB connection there. That's fine, and I know some motovloggers do this, and I'm not a massive fan of it. USB-C in there, and then they'll have a battery pack on the back of their helmet. If I come off the bike and that thing hits a rock or something and explodes, that's the back of my head, / neck, shoulders, whatever. That's going to feel the brunt of that. And ion lithium batteries, they don't like to calm down. Alternatively, if I have that on the bike somewhere, that means I've then got to have a battery on the bike. Same example, if that comes off the bike, or if the bike comes down and I've got it put in a stupid place, it's all, you know, swings and roundabouts of these things, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's a pain in the arse. So therefore, that's going back. However, I hope there's at least some decent audio clips. Otherwise, all of this was for nothing.